Hello, welcome to Mr. Rouse Teaching Math today. Today we are doing 6.3. Whoa, whoa. Today we're dealing with simplest form, okay? And so I'm going to show you what we're talking about and what we're kind of doing here. Now in 6.2 we were looking at taking 1/2 and finding generating an equivalent fraction for 1/2. And if you remember, we just had to times the top and the bottom by the same thing. So, and you times right across. So 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So 2/4 and 1/2 are equivalent fractions. Now we're just doing the opposite here, okay? But there's a little more that goes in. So if we have the fraction 6/8, and I need to simplify this fraction, I need to find a factor that will go into both 6 and 8. So I'm going to go to my smallest number here. I'm going to list my factors. I know 1 and 6, but 6 doesn't go into 8, so that doesn't help me. And 1 goes into everything, and it won't change anything. So I also know, because it's even, 2 goes into 6, and so does 3. And with this, I know 2 and 4 goes into it. Well, right here, we now have a common factor. So we're going to do the opposite of multiplying. What is that? Yes, we're going to now divide top and bottom by the same number. So 6 divided by 2 is, good, 3. 8 divided by 2 is, good, 4. Now, if you look here, I have a prime number. So there's no way I can simplify that any further. But I want your students to double check and make sure they've simplified everything. Now I want you... Okay, look at this piece of pizza. Looks good, right? Now how many pieces of pizza do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what would my denominator be? Good, it would be 8. Is any of those pieces gone? No, so I still have 8. So what does 8 over 8 represent? How much of that pizza is still there? Well, yeah, the entire pizza. So 8 over 8 is the same thing as 1 whole. Okay, so if they show you a fraction like 20 over 20, and they ask you to simplify it, what is the exact same thing as 20 over 20? Because that means I have 20 pieces of cookie. I haven't taken any pieces of cookie, so I still have the whole cookie. So I still have one big sheet of cookie. Okay, so that aspect I still got to know. Now, when you look at these, so if I have 2 8s, I'm going to tell my students one step very first. And that is, always ask yourself, can 2 go into 8? Is 2 a factor of 8? And in this case, can I times something by 2 and get 8? I can. So if it works that way, I'm going to divide top and bottom by 2. Because watch, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. I have my prime number right here, so there's nothing I can do. I'm done. Okay, so 1/4 is the simplified version of 2 8s. They are equivalent. This one is just the smallest way it can get, and that's what they want. So let's do another one. If I have 4/10, I'm going to ask, can 4 go into 10? Can I times something by 4 and get 10? Is 4 a factor of 10? It is not. So now I got to list my factors here. So I know 2 and 2. Okay, and 2 and 5. So my factors here are 2. So I divide the top and the bottom by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. I have my prime number there, so this must be your simplified version. The other thing really quickly they're still going to have you do is find if they're equivalent. Remember, in order to do this, I'm going to say, does 4 go into 6? It doesn't. So I'm going to start listing my multiples of 4. So I don't need 4 because I just knew that 4 didn't go into it. So I got 8. The 6. Can I do 6 times something and get 8? I can. What about 12? Ding, ding, ding. I can. So I'm going to put 12 here. 12, remember we're going to divide then times. 12 divided by 4 is, good, 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 12 divided by 6 is divide and times. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 5 is, good, 10. Are they the same? No. So this is lesson 6.3. Join me next time as I teach you lesson 6.4. Have a wonderful night.